I've gone from a skinny fat to building an attractive looking aesthetic physique in just few years. But I could have made this transformation in less time if I didn't have made these 5 mistakes. So I started working out in 2018 when I was in my high school, and I tried to gain more muscles so that my classmates won't bully me, and I went to the gym for a couple of months, but I see no results because of having no knowledge about training and about the diet and everything. And after failing so many times, I finally quit the gym because at that time I don't have any motivation because of having zero friends. But that was not the end of my transformation journey. I actually decided to join the gym back again when I completed my high school, actually becoming serious on that and researching about training, about the diet and everything. And I started experimenting so many things in my training and learning new tactics like about exercising and about like aesthetic body and everything. And I experimented a lot of diets and finally discovered the things and the tactics in my training and a perfect diet for myself that actually helped me build a lot of muscle mass in the last year. But I could have done this earlier if I have didn't made these 5 mistakes which I'm gonna tell you in this video. So the first mistake that I have made and most of you are doing also is following a bro split. Whenever an average new guy like goes to the gym, average teenager goes to the gym, he followed a specific split like which is a bro split, and I follow a general gym bro advice from the trainer or from something that you have to just train single muscle in a week. For example, Monday chest, Tuesday back, and then legs, and then shoulders, and then arms or something else. And that is actually holding you back to gain more muscle because you are very small right now and you're not even training your muscles frequently. So if you're not training your muscles at least 2 times in a week, you're not actually giving your body a big reason to grow. Like for sure, when you're like big bodybuilder like 100 kilograms or something, that is gonna work for you because like you have more muscle mass and it is actually good for you to only train single muscle in a week. But if you're a beginner and you're small right now, it makes no sense to only train single muscle in a week. You have to at least train every single muscle group at least 2 times in a week, and the split that you can follow is push pull legs that I've personally followed. Like push pull legs is the split which you can follow 2 times in a week, and that actually train every single muscle group of your body 2 times in a week, which can give your body a reason to grow more. And the second mistake that I've done is ego lifting. You're actually inviting the risk of injuries by ego lifting. And when I was a beginner, I actually injured my body so much. Like one day I was like on the leg press machine, like I was like going full stack, I was lifting full stack, and I injured my back. And after that I didn't go to the gym for a week, and I learned the lesson that time that ego lifting is not gonna worth it if it's not giving you any advantage in gaining more muscle. So that's why I stop ego lifting and make sure that you are performing every exercise in proper form with certain amount of weights, which is actually a little bit challenging for you but not too much like heavy for you to actually invite the risk of injuries. And the third mistake I was doing is exercise technique. My exercise technique was very bad. I was not actually focusing on the eccentric part like holding on to the dumbbells or maybe doing the exercise in the proper form. When I was like doing bench press, I was like rolling on to my shoulders, not actually retracting my scapula and keeping my chest up or something. And because of that, I haven't made any progress in the gym. And if you are also doing that, you have to make sure that you're holding the eccentric part. That is the most important thing if your goal is to build more muscles. So hold on to the eccentric part, whatever exercise you're doing. Maybe you're doing bicep curl, just hold on to the dumbbells when you're doing the eccentric part so that you stretch the muscles more and actually build more muscle. Like your muscles are just like a rubber, and the more you stretch that rubber, the more it will grow. So make sure that you're increasing your muscle mind connection to that eccentric part and holding on to the stretch position at least for 2 to 3 seconds. And the tempo is also very important. Like most of the guys in the gym do the barbell curls like this, like not even holding for 1 second. That is not good for you. That is not actually, you're not actually building any muscles. You're just throwing the weight up and down. You're not using the weight. You don't have to just throw the weight up and down. You actually have to use the weight. Don't lift the weight, use the weight to build more muscles. And what I mean by that, just hold on to the eccentric part, which is called as tempo. The tempo of you doing the rep range. Like for example, if you're doing 1 rep on bicep curl, you have to at least take 4 seconds to do 1 rep. For example, you're lifting the weight in like 1 or 2 seconds and you're holding the weight for 2 to 3 seconds. again. That is a single rep for you, and it's actually gonna take you more than 40 seconds to complete one set of exercise. And the fourth mistake that most of you are doing is not training till failure. You are actually doing the same things again and again when you're going to the gym. If you're not progressively overloading in anything and training till failure, you're not gonna build more muscles. Like, your body is already adapted to do the same things again and again. You are going to the gym doing the same exercises and lifting the same weights again and again. Your body is actually become very efficient, and it is not actually challenging for you to lift that weights. So make sure that you're progressively overloading in everything and lifting more weights, or maybe increasing the rep range. And also make sure that whenever you're doing a particular set, you're training till failure. Like, when you're doing bicep curls, make sure that you hit a point that you can't even pull the weight for a single rep again in a proper form. Like, make sure that you're not using your lower back and like using momentum too much, like using your body too much. You are hitting the failure in the proper form while lifting those weights. That's how you're gonna give your body a reason to grow. And by the way, if you need more help in building an aesthetic body and wanted to know about training and the diet and everything, just check out the first link in the description, which is my aesthetic body program. And the fifth and last mistake I was doing was not eating enough calories and not eating more protein. When I was a beginner, I was just neglecting my diet, and I was like eating whatever my mom cooks for me and like eating junk food here and there and everything. And I was not even focusing on protein foods, and I didn't even know what protein is. So that's why I didn't made any progress. And if you're doing that, if you are thinking about like just eat more and you're gonna get big, that's not how it works. You have to eat a certain type of foods, like for example more healthy and more protein foods, which is gonna help you to build more muscles. Just make sure that you are neglecting all of the junk food and avoiding all of the junk food, which is not gonna help you in becoming healthier and decreasing your body fat percentage. So you don't have to eat just whatever tastes good and like for like dopamine and eating for eating's sake. Just eat more to get more nutritious foods and get more protein from your meals. And make sure that you're not eating more packaged food and everything. You have to take more calories from the single ingredient foods, which is the natural food, which is actually good for your body. And if you want to know more about the diet and what I eat to become shredded and stay lean all of the year, just check out my channel. I have already uploaded a video for that. So these are the 5 mistakes that you might be doing right now that is holding you back to become more muscular and fix your skinny fat physique. So I hope you learned a lot of things from this video. So engage on this video by clicking on the like button to boost the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to this channel. Goodbye.